Hey guys, YouTube, how y'all doing? Dave Boyd here, and washing machine's on its final cycle. That's that mysterious sound. You can almost guess what part of a house I'm sitting in to have a washing machine and dryer right here, and this odd dark teal green door reminiscent of Rock Raiders. Anyways, I'm going to kind of recycle some content and things I've shown before on this channel years ago now, I believe. And I'm going to kind of go over it, and also let's have some fun about Lego and Lego modifications. There's a reason why I got this out. It's not because I just found it under a table or something. That's not it. Okay, let's go back to the year 2001 with Lego 7146. And it is the beginning of the TIE Fighter. You'll excuse me, I don't have the minifigures and things laying out. Front view, side view. The blue apparently was something with the green screen of the original builds. I do love those mixture of colors in the old days, and we do have propulsion, which is interesting, but it's a nice shape. I mean, considering the era, it works, and this is a printed element. There are no stickers here. In fact, look at this. This was so good they got it right the first time, it's still going. I hear a rattle in here. Oh, cool. That's a bonus. Look at that. Printing on the chest, no back print, no leg print. Nice looking helmet though. TIE Pilot. And he's got the rare nougat head with the little 3-prong on the top. No face printing. I always thought that was pretty cool, actually. I honestly did. The way the front of this opens, they don't really make them quite like this anymore. This is the same piece that you'll see in the Cloud City. And this printed piece in here, control panel, it's been used, well, let's just say that Lego's got their mouths out of it. Let's just say that. The one play feature it does have is these do pop off, so you could have a TIE Fighter come behind it, or maybe want to change a little bit, have a bomber come behind it and blow it in pieces, and there it is. Just throw this maybe across the room. Anyways, I do believe that with the printed pieces, which basically are still around, and the other thing you're probably saying is, wait a minute, David, why does it show that the lasers, or turbo lasers, are red? You know, that's been a mystery for a very long time. It wasn't until one of the latest TIE Fighters that they finally cured that. But there it is, 7146. It's a great looking build, I think, considering the time. This little area here is solved in the next model. Before we get to that though, let's just have a little bit of fun here. As you know, I do like to collect sealed sets. I hope this is the right one. It is, it's 7146. There it is. Just like as if you're in a store back in 2001, 24 years ago. Still sealed. It does have tabs at the top to open it. It's a rather sturdy box. Huh. Remnants of a price tag from KB Toys. What's really cool is it shows these alternate builds on the back, which kind of like this one. This is kind of cool too. Also, they had some really weird vehicles too that Lego designed, like the TIE had like tracks on it and stuff. It was a lot of fun, and who doesn't just love this old? It's just the old style boxing, that blue. It just works, you know. Lego should be about having fun, but the thing is, the best part about Lego, if you don't like some of the new releases or you don't like the older things, you can really just get whatever you want. Secondary market. It's like $30 for one of these right now, even I think on eBay. I don't think it cuts figures. Anyways, with enough yapping about that, let's go 4 years to 2005. 7263. There it is. You're saying, David, that's the same build. Not quite. But you may have to have both in hand to understand it. One of the big differences is 2001, 2005. What happened in 2003? A number of colors got retired. Also, they put these little pieces here, and this creates a slightly more correct look. Steel printed pieces, Still incorrect colors here. Slightly changed on the bottom. Is there a minifigure in this one? There isn't. But very similar cockpit. Play feature. Basically the same. Yep. Uh-oh. This one broke. Or maybe that's how it's supposed, is that how it's supposed to be? No. But it is actually, I think that is how it's supposed to be. This one, yeah, this one actually separates from the whole thing. And so you got this extra piece here. And you're probably saying, what's the thing about the colors? Those colors retired in 2003. So that's the biggest difference right there. Side view, 7146-7263. You can clearly see the triangle here. That's a big difference. When you go from the front, you do see some slight differences. Bottom view, you definitely see a different in construction, and you start seeing the different colors. The back view, I don't think there's any real appreciable difference. You'll see tan on the older one. But where you really see it, if you can see it on this camera, the different shade, the old dark gray versus the new dark gray, or dark medium stone, if you prefer. Anyways, enough of that. I made a custom model based on 7263. I had one that was basically junk for parts, and I thought I'd add some of the new parts, like the little stud shooters. I don't know if I can I do it from here? I think I can. Yep, boom. And I made them the correct green color. I know they're not really here, but I made these green. And I changed it to a lighter blue. I changed some of the colors around. And if you noticed, I did the full details across the tops. And then I put it on the inside too. So therefore this one, see, this one actually operates like a 7146 because it's all pieced together. But look at that. Isn't that kind of cool? I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. More of a modern TIE fighter, but yeah, with the kind of a resto mod, I guess you might call it. Most of the features inside are exactly as Lego intended. My big difference is kind of scalloping this up on top, adding bricks, and just giving it a little bit stronger and taking some of that shakiness away. Anyways, that's my model. And you remember during the 2020s that little tiny downsized TIE fighter came out and people were really upset. First thing I noticed, they finally got the turbo lasers right. It's the first one from Lego officially to have green instead of red. See, one is not working. Oh, there it goes. So there we go. Let's go ahead and tip them off. Play features, kind of reminiscent. Much sturdier. No shake. Oop, I just broke it. No shake. It does look a little bit like it's too short, but I like what I like about it is look at that. I mean, I think it's fine. No, don't get me wrong. I do like the 2016 and the big full-size ones. I like the larger ones better. I do really appreciate the way this is made on the back. It looks good. As you know, maybe it could have been more cleaned up there. I do wish that we could have followed the detail here on the inside, but you know, it just works. It's a good looking unit. Man, this thing just falling apart, isn't it? Oh, that's right. Never mind. I could edit this part out, but that would require effort, wouldn't it? I do remember something weird. I believe the instructions had the hatch on backwards or something from Lego. Details kind of interesting inside. I almost tried to open it up like this because I've been used to the old style. It's a lot heavier, a lot sturdier. I think it's a great little model, but if you don't like this, you don't like the newer releases, you don't like that 2016 or that 2011 or 2012 for whatever reason, I mean, it's a great looking build. It's beautiful. You can always grab one of these on the secondary market. Might be missing a few pieces, you know. Finding those old colors, those old dark grays, could be tough. So you can always go with a slightly newer one, 7263. It's made from the current colors and selections. Frankly, this little corner piece is such a tiny detail, but it does look better. Besides that, you get these cool builds and stuff like it. Comes with a little stand right from Lego. And who doesn't like that? It's kind of cool. And that's from Lego. And the best thing is, if you don't like it that way, you can always mod it out like this. I would probably not do the side guns here. I just did that more for trolling, actually, just to be different. But you could do everything else. This, I think, came out cool. And it's nice to remember that they used to be blue and black. But you know what? That's enough yapping about that. Really appreciate if you're still here. Hey, but leave me a comment down below if you like the old sets better, new sets, you just like TIE Fighters in general. I believe I have every one of them, actually, including that one with the Doritos, the Sith one, and I have some Interceptors. I don't have all the UCS ones, though. Anyways, appreciate the views out there. Great community. It's been kind of a long day, and this feels good to just hop out there and just see my favorite hobby. So y'all take care. Ciao.